Welcome to your daily dose. My name's Robert. That's my pal Susan, and it doesn't matter if she's ready or not. Here we go.
You always manage to make me crack up just as you hit the record button.
You're welcome. You're welcome, America. Um,
Yeah, really.
Here's the
Guess what
deal.
I did yesterday?
Yes, you did do yesterday. You and for evergreening it, we'll just say August 24th. What did you do?
I stood in front of a group of, I don't know, maybe 75 people and led a whole presentation about improv and Parkinson's and yes and exercise. And we played games together and it all worked. And it was so much fun to do it and to see myself doing it and to get ready to do it. it
What people need to know is it's not like I was there holding your hand. You were on your own.
yeah. Yeah, you sure weren't. You were super helpful preparing me uh, and telling me things I should be thinking about as it was happening. And so definitely preparation in that regard, but not in the room.
How did that go? Because, I'm glad you appreciated the notes from me. You got great notes from BJ as well, and you got a trial run in our Jam for Joy, which we'll talk about later. How did that equate that preparation to actually being up there and doing it?
I would have guessed that run throughs would be a good idea with the slide presentation. And they were only, what, 6 or 7 slides. I mean, it wasn't, there were some technical problems getting the song inserted. And it was so important to me that I spent way more time before yesterday on that. So it was the number one, first most important thing when I got there to talk to the audio visual guy. But Robert, it was so great to have that comfort level with everything else. If there's a problem, then there was going to be a problem, but it was only one. And so the rest of it just felt like, yay, I get to, go sit in my space, my element. And so I was delighted to have the opportunity.
Rule of tech, and I know this from a long history of AV work that I've done, count on it failing. Okay. And it doesn't matter how good it is. It really doesn't. One of the best lessons I got on that was watching the Tony Awards with Martin Short, and at the time, the highest end, whatever, in the 1990s, as it were, and his mic starts futzing. And it's live, of course, because it's the Tonys and this, that, and the other. And he is such a freaking pro that he played through it and just whatever, and said, "Hey, what's going on? Ah, no, oh, this is what's happening. And okay, how do I yes and this?" And what you said a moment ago was, I came in with a strategy of only having one landmine I knew about. And let me ask you, how did the tech guy handle getting the song up for you? What did he do?
He was ready. I was the first presenter of the day. So when I went up to his little booth thing, there was my slide already up on his screen.
Great.
And the 6, 7 little thumbnails of the slides. And we had the other one that had your note at the bottom to the tech person that we want to start at 19 seconds. And he says, "Oh, we've got 2 slides here. Do you want to kill this one?" And I said, "Yeah, let's also make sure the other one plays." So, and this was the other thing was I made sure I got there plenty early so I could have however much time I needed with him. It turned out I didn't need much time because he was good and it was done. He had he was ready, so that helped.
There you go, and that's it. So you did another wonderful thing. You got there early. You made it so that a pressure situation didn't have to become more pressurized, and allowing you with your preparation to go up and be you. And with our kind of closing time here, talk about what it felt like to be you in this extraordinary version of you, doing that presentation in front of 70 plus people.
Nice call back there. It felt, um, I felt joyous. I didn't, I didn't feel like I needed to be anybody or assume a persona or anything. I just grabbed a microphone and leaned up against the podium and just started chatting away, just like I was at home. Maybe that's
That's
the big
about,
answer to your question. Felt like I was at home.
there you go. That's about as good as it gets. And that is your daily dose.